Hi all, it's Jonathan from Style Factory here, the go-to site for e-commerce and web design advice. In this guide to Wix pricing, I'm going to help you work out which plan is best for your needs. Let's start by looking at the features that are common to all Wix plans. On any Wix plan, you can expect a choice of a wide range of professionally designed templates, access to a content management system, a blogging tool, hosting, an email marketing tool, and some SEO features. Some of these features have different limits depending on your subscription, however. I'll highlight these as I discuss each Wix plan. Now, there are 5 main Wix plans to consider. Free, $0 per month. Lite, $17 per month. Core, $29 per month. Business, $36 per month. Business Elite, $159 per month. There's also an Enterprise plan available, which is aimed at corporations needing more advanced features than the regular plans provide. Let's go through the specifics of each of these plans now, starting with Wix's free one. Wix is a bit unusual amongst the leading website building platforms, in that it offers users a completely free plan. There are 2 main catches with this, however. First, websites built using the free plan feature very prominent advertising. Second, you can't use a custom domain with this plan, yoursitename.com, etc. Additionally, the bandwidth and file storage limits are quite tight. You can only make use of 1 GB of bandwidth and 500 MB storage. This makes the plan unsuitable for building sites that will be heavily visited or host a lot of multimedia files. Despite its limitations, however, the Wix free plan can work very well in certain contexts. If you need to create a simple website for a birthday party, local event, or anything else where there isn't a budget for web design, then the Wix free plan offers a handy way to do this. It also provides a very good way to try the platform out before committing to a paid-for plan. You'll find a link to the Wix free plan in the video description. Okay, now let's move on to the paid-for Wix plans. Before I do that, however, I just want to highlight that the prices I'm going to mention throughout the video are all based on making an annual commitment to the platform. If you like, you can pay for Wix on a monthly basis instead, but expect a cost increase of between 13% to 22% if you do. Okay, so first up we have the Lite plan. At $17 per month, the Lite plan offers you the cheapest way to build a professional store with Wix. In addition to the core Wix features, this plan also gives you a free domain name for your first year of service, 2 GB file storage, unlimited bandwidth, the ability to work with 2 collaborators on your site, 24/7 customer support delivered by email, live chat or phone, and the option to add 4 data capture forms to your site. All these features make the Wix Lite plan suitable for users who want to create a simple but attractive personal website or portfolio, or a brochure site for a small business. There's a link to a free trial for the Lite plan in the video description. The main disadvantage of the plan is that it doesn't facilitate e-commerce. This rules it out for building an online store. And watch out for its 2 GB storage limit. If you need to host a lot of images or videos on your site, then the Wix Lite plan may not be the best fit for you. Next up, we have the Core plan. At $29 per month, the Core plan is the cheapest Wix subscription that lets you sell online. Unlike the Lite plan, it lets you use an online store builder that lets you sell up to 50,000 products on your site. It also lets you sell subscriptions and memberships and list your products on online marketplaces and social media channels. It gives you more storage than the Lite plan too, 50 GB rather than 2 GB. It's also better than the Lite plan when it comes to teamwork because it lets you work with 5 users rather than 2. Other features you get on this plan, but not on the cheaper ones, include the option to use up to 10 data capture forms, product ratings and reviews, and access to a live chat tool. In essence, this plan gives you most of what you'll need to sell online using your website, and you'll find a link to it in the video description. That said, there are a couple of key omissions that make it unsuitable for more professional merchants. First, you won't find any multi-currency features for international selling on this plan. And second, it doesn't provide you with any automatic tax calculation tools. These missing features may lead to more professional sellers looking in the direction of the next plan up the Wix pricing ladder, Wix Business. I'll go through this in just a moment, but before I do, I'd just like to invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notifications bell. This helps us out and gives you easy access to all our web design resources going forward. Okay, let's move on to Wix's business plan. The key advantage of using the business plan over the core plan is that it unlocks a couple of important e-commerce features. On this plan, you get access to automatic tax calculation, which is vital if you sell across multiple tax jurisdictions. And if you plan on selling internationally, you'll appreciate the fact that the business plan lets you display your product prices in multiple currencies. These features make the business plan a more solid e-commerce solution than the core plan. And if you're interested in trying it out, just follow the link in the video description. This plan does, however, have some key limitations that you need to be aware of. First, you can only process 100 automatic tax calculations per month with it. This won't be enough for a lot of merchants. Second, its dropshipping feature only lets you list 250 products. And third, you can only display your product prices in 6 different currencies. Some of these limitations may make you look more closely at the next plan on offer, the Business Elite plan. The key differences between the Business Elite plan and Business Unlimited boil down to limits for automated sales tax transactions, dropshipping, and multi-currency features. On the Business Elite plan, you get 500 automatic tax calculation transactions per month rather than 100. You can also dropship up to 50,000 products per month using it, and it lets you display product prices in 11 different currencies. It's also worth noting that the Business Elite plan is the only one that gives you an unlimited storage quota. All this makes it by far the most professional Wix offering for e-commerce and the best option for serious merchants. You'll find a link to a free trial of the Wix Business Elite plan in the video description. The main downside of this plan is its price. At $159 per month, it's significantly more expensive than some rival products, several of which offer the same or better e-commerce functionality at a much lower price point. A key example here is Shopify. Its basic plan, which costs just $39 per month, essentially gives you access to nearly all the e-commerce features provided by the Wix Business Elite plan. And when it comes to automatic tax calculation and multi-currency features, Shopify Basic is actually more powerful than the Business Elite plan. Check out the video description for a link to a free Shopify trial and some key resources about the platform. Now let's have a quick look at Wix's Enterprise offering. The Wix Enterprise plan is aimed at a more corporate audience than all the others I've discussed so far. With Wix Enterprise, you can avail of advanced controls over user settings, access to Wix code and APIs, an unlimited number of automatic tax calculations, advanced security features, and enhanced customer support. Unlike the other Wix plans, the Enterprise one doesn't come with a fixed fee. You'll need to contact Wix about it and negotiate a price. Okay, I'm now going to sum things up and help you pick the right Wix plan for your project. If you're just interested in trying Wix out or simply want to create a simple site for a family or community event, the free plan is the one to go for. If you're a small business that wants to showcase your services but don't need to sell products online, the Lite plan is the best option. If you're dipping your toes into selling online and don't need much in the way of multi-currency or automatic tax calculation features, the Core plan is a good choice. If you want to build a drop shipping business with Wix, the Business plan is probably the best starting point because it lets you drop ship up to 250 products per month at a reasonable price point, and it lets you perform some automatic tax calculations and currency conversions too. If you're a professional merchant in need of more sophisticated e-commerce features, the Business Elite plan is by far the best option here. This is largely thanks to its considerably more generous limits on automatic tax calculations, drop shipping, and the number of currencies you can display your product prices in. Remember that if you'd like to try any Wix plan out, you can do so using the special free trial links in the video description. And if you'd like to learn more about Wix, just Google Style Factory Wix Review. This will take you to an in-depth and fully impartial review of the platform on the Style Factory site. Finally, if you have any questions about Wix, just drop them in the comments. We read them all and will do our best to help.